What's up? What's going on, guys? I, of course, am Dr. P, and welcome back today for yet another Fortnite video. Now, today's video is a really good one, guys. I'm going to go over some brand new leaked information about what's going on with the floating island in the Season 6 storyline. Make sure to go ahead and drop a like on the video if you enjoy and subscribe to the channel if you like what you see and you want to see more. I'm bringing you daily Fortnite content right here every single day, covering the hottest topics to make sure you don't miss anything, and you surely don't want to miss out on that, so make sure to go ahead and subscribe. So I was on Twitter and I came across a new leak account which actually showed a ton of new stuff in the game's files that got added along with the new 6.1 content update that we got yesterday. Full credit to Fortnite leaks on Twitter, but essentially you can see there has been a new file called a Perma Rift added into the Athena Battle Royale folder. Apparently it's going to be another one of those big in-game events, and apparently we're going to be able to see it happen on October the 20th, which I'm excited about. I don't know what this is, I don't know what this means, but it must be big because it was associated with the island in the game's files. The island should finish backtracking to all the ruins in the coming days, so definitely on that timeline it makes sense. We're expecting some kind of big event after it goes back to all the ruins, so this definitely does line up. But still, that Perma Rift really interests me, that name Perma Rift. Is it possible we could see a new rift like the ones that we had in the sky for almost the entirety of Season 5, added back into the game somehow, but in a permanent fashion? That's what the name seems to imply. You know, Perma Rift seems like it's going to be, it's not going anywhere for a while. So I wonder what the purpose is behind all of that. Is it possible, I have a theory here, is it possible that, the cube, it printed all the runes, then it went into Loot Lake, now it's backtracking to all the runes? Is it possible that it finishes in exact reverse order, from getting spawned in through the lightning to getting zapped back up into the sky through the lightning and creating a Perma Rift? I don't know, that's just me thinking out loud, but definitely I'm curious to see what's going on here. We'll find out soon enough. For what it's worth, another huge Fortnite leak account, a very trusted leaker, said this week is going to be a big week for the Cube Island. It should reach the last rune and activate someday around 4 p.m. He then followed that tweet up by saying, "My prediction is that it'll start moving today and reach the last rune tomorrow at 4 p.m. So there's also leaked files suggesting that the cube itself is going to open and there might be something inside. So you can definitely see in the game's coding, according to Fortnite, there's definitely the word opening a lot. So I wonder if there's even something inside of this at all, or if there's been something inside of it the whole time. That would kind of make sense considering how powerful it is. If there was something inside of it controlling it, that would kind of make a lot of sense, and that would answer a lot of questions that we actually have for this season. But wait, there's more. Fortnite then goes on to say the visitor created the rift. Maybe he is going to create another rift, hence the Perma Rift. That would back up the sounds. Ah, the sounds! I'm sure you're wondering about that. No worries. Listen to this. This is actually leaked footage straight from the game's coding that is in the game's files that was added just yesterday. Take a listen, and I'll catch up with you right after. Strange, right? Well, as you can see, maybe you saw from that video clip, but Fortnite is actually proposing the theory that the visitor is coming back, mostly because this leaked sound effect from within the game's coding sounds a lot like the visitor during the rocket blast-off. And if you'll remember, if you've watched my channel for any amount of time longer than like a month and a half or 2 months, I was talking about the visitor coming back in so many videos throughout the course of Season 5 and even Season 4, so the fact that this actually seems to be, a possibility, a real possibility, doesn't really surprise me all that much because I feel like I was on that bandwagon right from the get-go. I've been saying this for a while, but we're in Season 6, but just because we're in Season 6, that doesn't mean that everything that's been in play from the beginning of Fortnite, from Season 2 through now, still isn't in some way affected by the storyline. This is especially so with the recent seasons like Season 4 and Season 5, and even Season 3 to a lesser extent. The Visitor was the blockbuster skin that you got for unlocking 7 different weeks worth of challenges back in Season 4. He was a big deal for the course of that season, and there were a lot of untied ends when it comes to his explanation and his storyline and his character. One day he just randomly popped out of the meteor that was in the middle of Dusty Divot, went over to the villain's base, launched the rocket, rode off with it, and basically we never heard from him again. So if this is true and he's coming back, maybe he's fulfilling, his unfinished business. He's trying to finish something. There's clearly a purpose for him to come back, and I'm excited to see what it is. And of course, as always, feel free to let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Would you be hyped for the Visitor to come back? I don't even know what he would do, but as always, let's spark up a conversation in the comments. I love to do it. I personally wonder if there's any connection between the 3 challenge skins that we've had so far in Fortnite Battle Royale over the course of the past 3 seasons. And what I mean by that is simply the Blockbuster skin from Season 4, the Enforcer from Season 5, and of course the Hunting Party skin from Season 6. I wonder if they're all intertwined in some way, and if there might be some battle coming down between them or some conflict in the future. I wouldn't put it past Epic Games to come up with something clever like that. There's a whole heck of a ton of stuff happening in Fortnite over the next couple days, and everything has been leading up to this island, doing whatever it's gonna do. We all thought when the cube reached Loot Lake that was gonna be it, but it was just the start of something new, so who knows, maybe when the cube and the island reaches the final ruin site and then heads back to Loot Lake, it'll just be the start of another phase. But this event has gone on almost 2 months in total since the cube spawned in, so I kind of expect this to come down to a conclusion here in the coming weeks, maybe even the coming days. We'll just wait and see. It looks like we're going to have something happen for sure, although both Fortnite leak accounts I showed you in this video didn't exactly agree about the time something was happening. They did agree that something is going to be happening this week. Not exactly sure about the day, although I'm not going to take any chances. I'm probably going to be streaming a couple times this week waiting for this event to happen. Let me know if you guys think that's a good idea. I would just stream right here on YouTube, so definitely turn on your notifications so you don't miss out when I go live. There's just a ton of stuff going on, and there's a busy week for Fortnite ahead. So there's going to be a ton of content on the channel. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll catch you in the next video. And until then, take it easy, guys.